Good morning and welcome to Fort Seller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Tuesday yesterday. Today is Wednesday, middle of the week, October 13th, 2021, and it is a day 2. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in the Mindful Minute. Arrive. Come and enjoy the here and the now. And in order to enjoy it, you have to notice it. So let's go ahead and begin to do that by using our eyes first and just scanning the room, scanning wherever you are situated, and just allow your eyes to just catch on to something. Allow it to notice something. It can be exciting, it can be boring, but just notice whatever it is and study it. Notice its shape, its size, its colors, right? It's the many colors that it might have, whether it gives off a shadow or maybe it's so small it doesn't give off a shadow at all. Maybe something else is giving its shadow onto it, right? Then take a breath in with your nose. What do you sense with your sense of smell? Right? Yesterday I was in my house and I could smell my kitchen, right? The food being cooked in the kitchen. It's a little bit different right here in my office. It's a different sense of smell. And then with your skin, notice what you feel, right? With your sense of touch, notice your clothing, notice the air that is brushing against your skin, notice the itches, right, that you might have. And finally, just pause and listen. What do you hear? Yeah, what do you hear? What are you noticing with your ears now that you didn't notice before? Okay, and now we are ready to settle ourselves in, allowing that chair to hold you up, noticing your body, getting yourself in a comfortable position, right? And let's breathe. Today, I want to do what we did yesterday. You can choose between our 3 breathing techniques: counting in to the count of 4, holding it to the count of 4, and slowly letting it out to the count of 4, right? Or you can smell the flower and gently blow on the candle, allowing that flame to flicker. And of course, the last one that we've taught, smelling of the hot cocoa and blowing it cool. Okay, 3 different kinds. I'll let you choose which breathing technique you'd like to use. Let's go ahead. I like to close my eyes. You don't have to, but let's begin. Take your first breath in. Feel your belly filling up with air, expanding, and then notice where you stop breathing in and pause before you begin to blow out, cooling that hot cocoa in my case. Very good. Breathe in again. Notice how slow I was breathing in. I hope you were just as slow. And then as you breathe out, gently cool that hot cocoa. Notice your shoulders. Notice how they relax. Notice how your body just settles into your chair. Very good. Breathe in again. And then slowly breathe out. Allow yourself once again to settle in. Breathe in again. As you're breathing in and as you're breathing out, begin to notice with your 5 senses what is around you once again. Use your ears as you breathe in. Notice what is around you. Use your nose. Notice what is around you. Use your skin and your sense of touch if your eyes are closed, and notice what is around you. Breathe in. Notice your body. Notice how it responds to all the air. And breathe out. Notice how your body responds to that air, leaving your body. Go ahead and breathe in once again. And in just a moment, you'll hear a bell or a chime. Breathe out. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter, and when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that's around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort, where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Now, whether you have a great day or not, it's ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Great. Go ahead, take a seat. I want to thank you for joining me once again. I love that so many of you guys keep sharing with me your favorite parts of breathing. You know, this is why I love being in the cafeteria. I love that many of you guys come up to me and say, I like you just the way you are. It makes me feel great. But some of you guys have actually pulled me aside and just said, hey, look, I really like the flower breathing, or I really like the hot cocoa. And some of you, as you may remember from last year, are beginning to get creative and you're coming up with your own breathing techniques. You know, recently I've had some friends just come up and share with me some breathing techniques. I thought I had an example laying around. I don't, but you may have it. And guys, don't worry. Eventually, we will be giving you an opportunity to share with us some new breathing techniques. But for now, let's just jump into reminding ourselves what our rules, our expectations here at the school are. Number one, be respectful to others as well as to yourself. I was talking to a first grader yesterday, and we talked about looking ourselves in the mirror, right? And when you look yourself in the mirror right now, are you proud of the things that you've done recently? You know, have you used helpful words? And if you have, well, you can look yourself in the mirror and say, yeah, I've done well. Or you might have just reflected and realized you used words that were hurtful. And it's the same face. You look yourself in the mirror and you say, I'm not proud of that face right now. And the great thing about life is oftentimes you have this chance to remake yourself, to try and try again, right? And this is where being respectful is something that is completely doable. If you mess up, you make it right, say sorry, and you do it right the next time, okay? Same thing with being respectful to other people and other people being respectful to you. Well, you deserve it. Also, show that you're responsible with your hands, with your feet, with the words that come out of your mouth, right? I mean, guys, when you get upset and you're not picked first, for instance, let's say in PE, you don't need to say a bad word. You don't need to say hurtful things. You can take a deep breath. It's okay to be frustrated. You all know it's okay to be angry, maybe even mad, hopping mad. But can you take a breath? Can you get yourself recalibrated? Can you get yourself resettled? And finally, show that you're ready to learn. Yesterday, there was a second grader in the office. We talked about not giving up, right? His teacher was right there, and we just reminded, hey, look, every time you don't give up, you are showing that you're ready. You know who you are. And I really loved that particular student chose not to give up. And that student at that moment showed how ready he was. All right, I also want you to remember that our October character trait is self-control, right? These hands, they could be hurtful, they could be helpful, they could do things that without thinking, or you can actually think about it and make it do something that is helpful, that is doing something right, right? And same thing with the words that come out of our mouths. Same thing with our feet. Use self-control. Every time you stop yourself from doing something you shouldn't do, you're showing self-control. And that's kind of cool. I see a lot of you guys doing it. Great job. Last but not least, I want you to hear from somebody who loves you, and that's me. I love you. I like you just the way you are. Love how different you are. You guys are that special. Nobody else is like you. You are yourself, and you are such an important part of our school. I love that we have so many different kids and grown-ups at this school. You guys make our school amazing. I challenge you to find another student or a grown-up and tell them I like you just the way you are. I had a teacher come to me yesterday who said, I love that here at this school, at any given moment, a student, maybe it's a student I don't even know, can come up to me and say, I like you just the way you are. It makes my day. And guess what? I agree. Makes my day too. And I know it makes yours. Have a great rest of the day. I'll see you guys around.